G'day, welcome to Board Game Backers, brought to you by Liberty Guild Gaming. Today we are continuing our playthrough series of Lord of the Rings, the Fellowship of the Ring trick-taking game designed by Brian and published by Office Dog. Today we're on to our third chapter, so if you want to, you can pause the screen and have a read of the third chapter. And over here we've got our agenda for this particular setup. Today's chapter is called The Ring Set Out. And today's characters we're going to play with is Frodo. We've introduced two new characters, Farmer Maggot and Gildor. And then we've got one of three people to choose from. You'll see very shortly how Gildor is very similar to Sam in the sense that they use the same threat deck. So I've chosen not to use Sam. And between Merry and Pippin, Merry has to win a very specific amount of tricks, 1 or 2. Pippin, however, just needs to win the fewest. So it's a little bit easier to use. So I've chosen to use Pippin for this one here. We're using the Black Riders deck for Gildor, Farmer Maggot, and our victory condition is short. We just got to win with each of the characters. So this is the farmer. So he needs to win 2 or more cards matching the rank of the threat card drawn during setup. So we do that very soon. Why not? I generally just give these a shuffle, and I just flip over, and that's it. So in this case, looks like we're just playing with the number 3 for the farmer, and so his setup is already done. So I need to win 2, win 3, doesn't matter what suit. Similar to Sam, Sam needs to win with the heals, where with the case of Farmer, he's not as picky. So he'll get whatever resource wherever he can get it. And then we've got over here, we've got Gildor. And this one has to play a forest card in the final trick, doesn't necessarily have to win. And he can also exchange with Frodo. Frodo's hasn't changed, he needs to win at least 4 rings. So let's start dealing up. Keep in mind, this may not be the character order by the time I am done. So, and I'll throw out my last card in just a moment before we forget. I want to forget that. There we go. And, oof, 2 of Mordor. Excellent. So there we go. Bring that up a little bit. Excellent. So Frodo leads the way. And what are we going to do first? Farmer Maggot needs to... I wouldn't mind exchanging it, getting that out of Frodo's hands and putting it to his. So first, let's have a look around, see what we need here. So Pippin just need to win the fewest. So he's got some fairly low cards. I'm not comfortable to leave him where he is at this stage. Over here we've got Farmer Maggot, and he just needs to win 3 cards, suits of 3. So he's got 1 here, and I'm quite comfortable with that. And I am actually going to do some exchanging actually, because he only has 1 tree card. I wouldn't mind actually having him where all the 3s are. So I'm going to switch these 2 around. Mind you, this is quite dangerous because he does then have some fairly high cards over here. Woo! No, I'm going to keep it away it is. But however, I am going to do an exchange though, because I want Farmer Maggot over here to have that 8 card to at least guarantee him that 3 when it comes around. So let's get started, and let's do this. Frodo's going to play his 1, and Gildor is going to play his 3. Farmer is going to play his 8, and he doesn't actually have 1, so let's get rid of the 7. Excellent. So Farmer has won his first one of these suits. He's got this one here. He's got 1 already. He just needs 1 more. He is leading the next trick. So let's see how he goes. Excellent. He is going to go with... is there any more 3s? Oh, we've got a 3 here. So, cool. So then let's do this. He is going to win with this one here. Let's do that. Let's get rid of the Mordor. He really needs some trees in here, so hopefully they'll come through eventually. So let's get rid of the 4. Let's get rid of his 1, and let's get rid of Pippin's 3 over here. So excellent. So he wins that trick, and he also gets his second 3. So he's now actually met his criteria. He has. So let's put one over here. Still leading the next trick. There we go. Excellent. He doesn't have any forest cards. Oh no, that's a forest card. So he's got 1 forest card. Got to be careful not to get that one played. So we're going to leave that alone and go with Frozen. Awesome. So he's going to play this card. He's going to play his 2 of Heals card, and he's going to get rid of his 4. So Gildor won that hand. So there we go. And now it's Gildor's turn to lead the next trick, and she is going to go with 4 of Heals card, and Frodo over here doesn't actually have a Heals card, so he's going to play his 1 of Ring card. Pippin over here is going to get rid of his strong 7. Oof, that's a 5. I did not see that coming. So I'm going to actually return that and actually play with the 5. I didn't see that 5 Heals card there. So there we go. Oh, wow. He's won his first hand. Sorry, he is. Can't afford for him to win any more tricks. So, excellent. Pippin is now leading the next trick. So he is going to go with the 7, and Farmer's going to go with the 5. He's going to go with his 8, and Frodo's going to play his 1 ring card, which now wins him the hand. So he's got 2 ring cards now, and he's also got one of the highest ring cards in his deck. Now that we've played a ring card, we can also just flip this over. So there we go, and I'm getting a bit nervous now, so I'm actually going to go play that ring card now. Get that out of his deck, and that out of your deck, and play a 5, and you'll play his 3. So I win that one, and that now tells me I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 ring cards in my hand. So he's now done, and we're moving on to our next hand over here. And what are we going to do? So he's actually leading this trick now, and so I am just going to go with the Mordor card. He's going to play Mordor, 3, 6, and he's going to get rid of his ring card. That goes to Frodo. He's now won 5 of the all ring cards now. He's going to play with his 4 of Mordor, 6, 1, and that. So he wins this trick as well. And for this last hand, we're going to play an 8, 6, 2, and 2. Even though Frodo won this trick, however, Gildor got to play a forest card for his last trick. He doesn't necessarily have to win it. So that is the end of chapter 2. There we go. Brilliant. And both Pippin and Gildor won a trick each. So that is chapter 3. The ring sets out. So any rules quizzes, just let me know. Hope this has been somewhat insightful. Hopefully I'm not playing it too quickly or slowly for you. And that you try to get your hands on this game. I do find it a lot of fun, particularly when you're playing in a group setting. This has been Board Game Backers. Thank you for watching.